she's an angel for us here. So she just spends so much time outside of the building, just doing things. And some of that's because she loves it. She wants to be better at what she's doing, but she just cares so much about the kids that I think she finds, herself doing things even when she's supposed to kind of have some of those down moments.
Selfless, one of the most selfless people I've ever met in my life. Ridiculously hardworking she is. And we have a lot of teachers that spend a lot of time in these buildings, obviously, but you'll find Mrs. Warner here for weeks after the school year ends, usually with a paintbrush in hand or looking to do some project to fix up the school. She recently renovated our teacher's lounge. She's selfless, she's determined, she's hardworking, and would do anything for anybody.
The education is so important, but really it's about building relationships, understanding the kid, their background, where they come from. And I think that kind of allows the rest of the school year to kind of, work seamlessly, where the kids, they build that trust and they know that, she's there on their team, not against them. I think once that relationship is built, then it's that the student doesn't want to disappoint. And I think that's a pretty valuable tool.
I started out back in another school district working with students as an aide. And I'm like, wow, there's a big need to help these kids. So I decided to go back to school and get my teaching degree, specifically in special ed, because those are the students that need that support out there. They need that person that's out there caring for them, making sure that they're not only being successful in the classroom, but also outside in the real world too. Each year it's a new journey for me, because the students coming in might not have the same skill set as the students that are leaving me, so I have to go through and readjust a lot of the materials that I use. So I have to really get to know my kids to know what level they're at so that I can meet them where they are, still challenge them, but yet help them build some confidence in their reading and their writing and in their math skills. So what I do is I do a lot of getting to know you things at the beginning of the school year that's still looking at interaction with students, student engagement, but yet in a less threatening kind of way, so that I get to know them, they get to know me, they're comfortable around me, so then we can have those discussions about what's difficult for you and what do you need extra help with, because they feel more willing to open up to me. So each year it's new.
I think it's just that how everyone, teacher-wise is supporting each other. But I think it's just about the time and effort that's put into our kids. Just knowing that, we have some unique situations like a lot of districts do, but just really just kind of focusing in on, all different, levels of students and different backgrounds of our students is probably the thing that is our separators, just the time invested in that part.
More than anything else, and I know school is an academic institution, and we do want people to learn, obviously, but we're more concerned with them having the tools to be successful when they leave here. And we think that starts with caring adults who are invested in the whole child and everything about them. I do think a reason we're really successful here is that those relationships from student to adult are so strong that no matter what our kids choose to do when they leave this place, they are successful because they've been cared for, they've been loved, and they've seen what real mentorship looks like. So our goal for kids is simply for them to leave here ready to own the world.
With teaching, it's one of the most rewarding jobs you could ever have. It's not rewarding every day, but I think that, there's some pretty big moments where you realize how much you really are affecting each kid. And you might not find that out until years later when you run into them in a local store and they stop and talk to you. But I think that those are the things that, you have to have passion. You got to want to do it. You got to be interested in it. But I think that, you could make more money doing other things, but I think just the value and the reward you get from knowing that you're shaping these kids' lives as they move forward and turning them into great young women and young men that's pretty powerful.
You build a stronger bond with these kids than any other teacher. I have students who are in high school right now. I have students that are out of school that I still keep in touch with, that still have conversations with me. I know what's going on with their life because you get to know them so in depth as to what's going on outside of school in their family and things like that. And you share your own stories with them. And I always tell my kids, once you're on my class roster, you are my kids. I have my own kids, my two boys, but you become my kids, and I will check in on you. I check my high schoolers' grades to see what they're doing, to see if they need to have a talk about what's going on, what's going well, what's not. So the bond that you're going to build with those kids, it lasts longer than just the school year that you have them for, and it's an amazing feeling.